Yo, what's up, Rovers? I'm your host, The One, and with Wuthering Waves releasing tomorrow, I thought, what's better than a mistakes to avoid video so you guys don't make mistakes on day one. So yeah, let's get it. Also, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, real quick, I wanted to shout out my boy Sweat's Discord. It's called Dungeon Mains. If you're really into theory crafting, I recommend you guys join this Discord. I'll put a link to that in the pinned comment of this video and in the description, so make sure to check that out. So the first mistake you guys need to avoid on global launch is leveling up too many units at the start of the game. You don't want to do this, as at global launch you'll be spreading your resources too thin on your account. So it's highly recommended to focus on your main core 3 characters at first, then work from there. Preferably focus on your main DPS, like push your main DPS as far as you can, and then have your sub DPS and your support unit about 10 levels below. So you're going to want to max out your DPS, then after that, then you can follow with your sub DPS and then your support. So building off of the first mistake to avoid, the next one is not building your teams correctly. Now in this game, there's 3 classes or 3 types of units. There's your main DPS, your sub DPS, and your support unit. Now your main DPS is going to be on the field majority of the time, and then you have your sub DPS, which you're mainly using for buffs, debuffs, intro and outro skills, and then you have your support unit, which is mainly there for sustain. Now a mistake is using multiple of like let's say for example 3 main DPS units. You don't want to run 3 main DPS units, as like I said, your DPS units need to be on field to be effective. They're not going to be effective from being off field. So doing that is very ineffective, and you're missing out on potential more damage by running proper sub DPSs and supports to build up your main DPS. So your main DPS can do more damage if you have a proper sub DPS and a proper sustain unit. So make sure you're building your teams correctly. Next is wasting Afterglow Coral. Now whenever you do pulls in Wuthering Waves, you will get a currency called Glow Coral, and with this you can use it in the exchange shop for even more summons. However, you don't want to do this, as you want to save them for dupes for your characters. Alright, so don't waste your Afterglow on summons and save them for dupes. The next mistake to avoid is not utilizing your town shop. Now the town shop should be used, as it will provide weapon and ascension materials for your characters, weapons. It will also give you standard banner pulls and EXP materials and food recipes. And food recipes, you can use them to create food, and with food you can give yourself buffs for your team. Next is not doing your puzzles, chests, or mini games. Now puzzles, chests, and the mini games are really vital to the exploration of Wuthering Waves, and you will be rewarded with Astrite, which is the premium currency in Wuthering Waves, along with standard banner pulls and materials to upgrade your echoes, characters, and weapons. So skipping out on this would be a mistake you definitely don't want to make. Next is avoid summoning for meta rather than the enjoyment or infatuation of a character. So in gacha games, the meta will constantly change every week, so you don't want to fall down the rabbit hole of constantly chasing meta, constantly chasing the next best unit, as there's always going to be a new best unit. So it's essential to summon for characters you like, as you'll get more happiness and satisfaction long term for the game. So don't worry about things like power creep or which unit is best. like it doesn't matter. Like for me, for example, I'm gonna be summoning for Calcharo. He's gonna be my main DPS and my main unit on my account. I'm gonna try and max him out. And some people may say to me, but hey, the one, what about power creep? He's a standard banner character, he's gonna fall off. And my response to that is, I don't care, because I enjoy the character, so I'm gonna be super happy using him long term. I don't care about future banners, future units that come out in the future, as Calcharo is my favorite character, so I'm gonna play with him. Another mistake to avoid is using your wave plates in simulation training at the start, as you'll get enough materials to upgrade your resonators and your weapons through story rewards and exploration. So instead, make sure you use your wave plates on overworld bosses, as they provide you with essential materials, and overworld bosses will respawn, you know, 3 minutes after being killed, so you will be able to farm the overworld bosses over and over again. You just need to wait a couple minutes for it to respawn. So yeah, that's just some mistakes to avoid in Wuthering Waves on launch week. I'm going to be streaming the game on Twitch, so make sure to follow me over on the Gacha one. Link to that in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, join us in the Discord, Lions Pride, and until next time, stay shining.